Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. This is your host, Keely Austin, and today is Money Monday. As of right now, we have 95 participants on the line. Our goal is to reach and exceed 100 participants on these calls. So great job getting your team here. We're almost to 100 today. And if you haven't sent out that reminder text or that text to your team, make sure that you get everyone invited to these calls. These calls are a fantastic way to start your morning and to just get some new ideas and some powerful reminders. So Michael Huggins and Vanessa are both dear friends of mine, and I am so honored to be able to bring out Michael this morning. Michael and Vanessa have been a huge inspiration for me, and they are the reason that I am a part of Renatus, and I'm just so very grateful that Michael has done what he's done to get to where he is and to be the example that he is for all of us. What he's done is truly incredible, and it's been very, very cool to watch him from prior to the Jiffy Lube days to where he is now. It's just amazing. So before Renatus, Michael and Vanessa were very frustrated. They were living in Vanessa's mother's basement at the time and just working full time and not making ends meet. Michael was working 2 jobs. He had a degree in auto mechanics and ended up working at Jiffy Lube and at Sears Auto. And after quite a while of paying down his student loans, he had realized that the balance hadn't even changed and all the payments he had been making had only been going to interest. And that was very frustrating for Michael. And at the time, he couldn't afford a car, couldn't afford a bike. He was riding his brother's bicycle to work, and he was embarrassed about that, so he would hide it in the bushes. And so Michael's come such a long way. He realized that what he was doing didn't work, and so he needed to find something else. And so he started to look into real estate investing opportunities, and he found Renatus. He got to work, he plugged into the systems, he watched his education, and he completed a couple transactions where he was able to quit his jobs and then really start to focus on this more. And he invited people to meetings. He was building Salt Lake City, he was building Denver, and now I'm hoping that he's going to be building in Tennessee, where he and Vanessa just bought 240 acres of land where they're doing some really incredible projects in Tennessee. So Michael now is a PAC member. He's on the President's Advisory Council with our CEO, Bob Snyder, and he's been in Renatus now around 10 years, so he has got a lot of experience to share with us. And he has now earned multiple 7 figures with Renatus. And so we are just very fortunate to get to learn from Michael today. Good morning, Michael.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Money Monday. Coming to you live from Denver. We had an amazing time last night. I hope all you guys and gals got together with your teams or did something fun for the music video mashup. They're looking for all those videos this morning so they can start working on them and having them ready by Nationals. So if you didn't do it by yesterday, well, I'll talk to corporate, see if we can get a couple more days in. So if you can, make a video today. All you got to do is just download the video, download the song. It's fun. The words are powerful. It's just a good song. So what I'm going to do real quick is just make sure you guys know how to do that, because all these other videos that we've been doing prior years were amazing, and I just like raising the bar. So let's see what we can do here. All right, so go to Google Chrome, share. All right, so here we are with our Google Chrome. So the banner's up top, right? There's a banner for getting your Nationals ticket. There's a banner for the online store. There's a banner for the new drop cards. Let's see. So if you remember from a few, I think it was actually last Founders webinar, Mr. Snyder talked about how the business center is going to be going away. right, so we won't be using the business center much longer, guys. We're evolving, we're upgrading. We're taking it to the next level. It's an evolution in our businesses. So anyway, really excited about that. Right here. So you log in right in the first, right here, log in, click here. When you click here, oh, it's been a second since you were logged in. It'll make you re-log in. And then what you do is right here, click down the song, down the lyrics. And it takes you to Dropbox. So you got the music here, you got the song here. Let's see what happens.
Every single legend that breaks through to the other side has one thing in common: they play it with dynamite. No risk means no reward. Don't leave it up to fate. Set the charge and watch it burn. It's time to detonate. If it's to be, it's up to me. It's up to me. So dig down deep and let it blow. TNT. Gotta start the music me. Today, not tomorrow. Today, not tomorrow. TNT. Ignite the world we see. Today, not tomorrow. Today, not tomorrow. 3, 2, 1. We are ruled by no one. A countdown is in play. Disarm our excuses. Building empires every day. No risk means no reward. Don't leave it up to fate. Set the charge and watch it burn. It's time to detonate. It's to be. It's up to me. It's up to me. So dig down deep and let it blow.
TNT!
Gotta start the music. Today, not tomorrow. Today, not tomorrow.
TNT!
Ignite the world we see. Today, not tomorrow. Today, not tomorrow. 3, 2, 1.
Guitar solo. Three, two, one. So it's a pretty badass song, if you can't tell. So get with your kid, do it on your selfie version of your phone. I don't care how you do it. You don't need to be elaborate, or you can be at your office with your team members, or go out into the woods, or get some TNT. Who knows what you're gonna do? But please, it says please upload all submissions by Sunday, February 18th. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The 18th is a Tuesday. I think we still got some time, guys. So what you do, please remember to record in landscape orientation, horizontal. Please, please, please sing along with the song playing in the background. Submit as many clips as you would like. Get pumped, be creative. Yeah, so we did a couple different versions and we looped over some stuff, and we just had the music playing in someone's car, just playing it loud, and took like 10 cuts. It was awesome. Tried new things, and then we just send all the cuts to corporate. Submit as many clips as you want. So we sent a ton. We're sending more. I mean, I still got to send a few because last night it wasn't cooperating. I think we crashed the system with how many we were submitting. So anyway, don't worry about editing. They'll do all of it for us. We just send it on over. And how you send it, you click here and upload the file through a Dropbox link, and we'll be good to go. So, no excuses. We're gonna have big ones with groups, big video clips with groups. We're gonna have small video clips with just you singing in your bathtub or singing in your kitchen with a spatula. I don't care how you're doing it, but get involved. You'll be happy you did when you see your video and your face at the national conference up on stage. You're in that music video. You're gonna have a ton of fun with it. So, and then plus the lyrics are awesome, right? It's up to me building an empire. I'm not procrastinating no more. So this will be fun. So for those of you who met up with us last night and played, thank you very much. And yeah, singing in the bathtub, however you want to do it. Okay, here we go. Today, in addition to going over that, I also wanted to quickly talk about what I've been referring to with our teammates as the master equation. And ooh, I just remembered something. I have new links, new webinar links to send you. So it is, give me 15 seconds, I'll have them. All right, here we go. And then just a quick copy paste. I'm just going to put it into the chat here. And start using these links. If you've been using the old ones and being successful with it, that's awesome. These are just updated a little bit. There we go, updated links. Show more. Briefing intro follow-up, copy. Come back over to Zoom. And here we go, paste. There you go. Sweet. Okay, so far we have covered music video. It's going to be a ton of fun, so please get that submission going for it. Okay, check. The next thing we need to talk about is new links. Check. That'll also be in the Facebook comments. If you're catching this recording, just check the comments and you should see it right there. All right, now the last thing for today that we'll be discussing is what I'm calling the master formula, or sometimes I'll say equation. Because I feel like if we just add all the pieces up, we should get ourselves another sale. So what is this master equation? What can we what formula can we use to constantly, consistently get sales results and sales outcomes? Well, it's actually pretty easy. You're fully capable of it. And then it's just a matter of practice at this point. So here's how it looks in my head when I'm talking to someone. This is what it looks like in my head. Just kidding. Here's what it looks like. I feel like the first part is this form or Ford. Some people said they were taught Ford. Some people were taught frog. The F is for family. We have occupation, recreation, motivation, or if it was Ford, then it would be dream. And if it was frog, it would be family, recreation, occupation, goals. I don't care what you do. I don't care what order you put it in. Honestly, the whole exercise is open your mouth and say something. And here's what you say. Start with form. Now, in this series of questioning, what you're going to learn, what you're gathering is you're gathering info to determine what their drive is. Are they a director, a relator, an intellect, a validator, or an executive? Okay. We can do this within 30 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds. You already have an idea of what their drive is. Now, it's important to understand what their drive is because Renatus is huge. And what I mean by it being huge is like, it's like a multi-sided die, right? You guys ever played some of those weird board games where there's like a die that has like 10 sides on it? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if I'm drawing this correctly or not. But there's, these multi-sided, it's not one of these. This is a regular 6-sided die, right? But I'm talking about like a 10 or 20-sided die. And when we're trying to like roll this thing out on the table and be like, all right, guys, check out Renatus. And, we're on the table and everyone's looking and they're going, cool, show us. And then you roll out this little die and you're like, hey, here's Renatus. And then all it's showing is maybe the top part is tax and legal. And they go, cool, well, I don't care. So I guess I must not like Renatus. Then you go, oh, wait a minute. Reroll, multifamily projects in real estate. Wait a minute, reroll, velocity banking. Right, accelerated pay down. Oh, you've already paid off all your debt. Oh, business credit, yeah, business credit. Oh, you haven't built a business yet. Okay, well, let's work on building business credit. And there's this side, and there's this side, and there's seller finance notes, and there's payroll, and there's velocity or foreclosures. And there's tax liens, there's partnerships, there's creative acquisition, there's financial strategies. And so you could, I'm diligent. I think that's the word of the day, diligent. Hopefully it's spelled right too, that'd be good. I'm diligent. What I mean is I keep rolling. Now, before drive, I would have to roll this frickin' die 10 times, sometimes with somebody, because I wasn't quite sure what was exciting to them, right? I'm like, ooh, pay your kids. And they're like, I don't have any kids. And I'm like, oh, well, I just wasted 5 minutes talking about how cool paying your kids is, and it doesn't matter. Oh boy. And I just kept rolling, and I would try to get as many rolls, right, quote unquote, many rolls in the conversation before time was up, and I was hoping to find something that would trigger them, that would make them want to open up their wallets and say, yeah, I'm in. Well, you realize that that meant there was a lot more rejection, unnecessary rejection that I was dealing with. And also, some of your guests don't have as much patience, and they're not going to let you roll 10 times or 8 times or 6 times. You need to dial in what side of Renatus is best for them a lot quicker and a lot smoother. And by being that sensitive to what they need, they're more likely to buy it because they can tell you're sensing what they need. You guys picking up what I'm putting down here? So you can keep rolling. But what would be more efficient is if you used some better listening skills and figured out what their drive is. That way, when you're doing this form, this family, occupation, recreation, money, and you're learning what their drive is, then when it's time to show them something about Renatus, you know what side or what to highlight, right? Do you highlight the community, right? You're like, ooh, let me tell you about the community. And you're talking to a director, they don't really care. And then you talk to 5 directors in a row, and then you go, man, maybe highlighting community is not the thing. So then on the 6th person, you get a relator, but you're not sensitive and you don't notice. And now you start talking about money, and you should have been talking about money with the director, and you should be talking about community with the relator. So there's so many sides to it, right? The award ceremony, the the top 10 ICMs and being recognized for that. We do the mastermind groups on a weekly basis. So, I mean, there's a lot to show, and you don't want it to be random. You don't want it to be this, I hope you like what I'm about to show you. No, it should be like, I know you're going to like what I'm about to show you because I listened to what the heck you want. It's about your family, right? Are you married? You got kids? How long has that been? What do you do to make a living, right? Besides work, what are you most passionate about? And what's one of your dreams? What's one of your goals? What's one of your motivations for trying something new? And in a handful of questions, just like that, you'll figure out, oh, you're an intellect. So intellect, you know what? You're gonna love Renatus iOS. You're gonna love the spreadsheets that come along with the tax lien classes also. And now we can start to show them something that makes sense for them. Are you with me so far? You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yes.
Sweet. So step 1 of the master equation is do your form. Step 2 is where we use openers. And we open up the topic of real estate with them by using some questions. My favorite question, so opener is the next thing here. One of my favorite questions is, have you ever considered getting involved in real estate investing? You're getting involved in real estate investing. Now there's something interesting that was pointed out to me about this question structure and this question design. I didn't realize how well designed this question was. But what happens is when someone asks you this part of a question, have you ever considered, right? So if you're in a room right now or you're driving down the freeway listening, have you ever considered that the walls in the room and all the cars on the freeway are pink? The walls are pink and the cars are pink. Have you ever considered that? Well, just by you like thinking about my question, didn't you quickly imagine what the walls looked like in your room if they were pink or if the car down the freeway was pink? So what it's done is this, have you ever considered question, question considered automatically puts it in to their head, so you get an automatic yes. Actually, I have considered it. It's only been 5 seconds, but I've considered it. This is an automatic yes. But there are other questions too. Are you looking for multiple streams of income? Now, in EMT and in ATM stuff that Richard and I are offering the trainings, we dive deep into this. We give you lists and booklets and all this stuff of these things. But I'm just going to give you enough right now to go out and make some sales. This is definitely what you need. You're going to form. You're going to figure out drive. You're going to ask them some sample openers. Have you ever considered getting involved in real estate? Are you looking for multiple streams of income? Have you ever wanted to start a business? You ever wanted to start a business? So ask a few questions or just one. And this is what we call our opener. This is a step. Get the opener asked. Then once you get your answer to your opener, then you share. I know EMT students are yelling at the screen right now. You know what it is, but now we share our ABC. The ABC is always be closing, right? It's also what we call our audio business card. Audio business card. So when someone says, what do you do? Or it's come to that point in the conversation where you need to share what you do, you use your audio business card. It needs to be intelligently designed, so let me give you the design. And hopefully you're taking screenshots and absorbing this lesson, because I know you have teammates that aren't on the call right now, and you're gonna have to get with them today or tomorrow and teach them this. So take some screenshots, learn this for others, not just for yourself, is what I'm saying. So here's the layout for the audio business card. I plus verb plus target market plus benefit plus so they can plus benefit plus question. If you put the string of words that follow this equation out in the world, when people ask you, what do you do? If you say it this way, you will find customers much faster, because all we're doing is sorting. You're either on my team or you're off. You're either in the huddle or you're out the huddle, right? You're either on the ship or you're off the ship. Like, I don't care. I just need to sort. And my job is to sort. So when you share your ABC this way, it makes people sort. It makes people say, I'm interested or I'm not interested. And we don't care whether or not they're interested. That doesn't matter. We just want to know. We want to know if they're interested or not. Whether they're interested or not doesn't matter. So let's come up with one together. We would say I plus, and then our verb. Our verb could be inspire. It could be equip. It could be support. It could be guide. It could be, I guess you could say teach. What's another verb? Help. I mean, help is kind of boring. Help is like support. But I like equip, because how are we helping them? Well, we're equipping them. So it's just a little bit more. I equip, I support, I guide, I show, right? Maybe you just show people to 30-30. You just bring them down to the meeting. Plenty of verbs. And then target market. Who's your target market? I'm saying right now to target truck drivers. Robot trucks are coming to take their jobs. Yeah, they took their jobs. Well, good. You didn't like it anyway. But now we can figure out a way to basically solve a big ass problem. We got something like over 3 million truck drivers over the next 5 years are projected to be replaced by self-driving trucks. So you can go out and start talking to truck drivers. There's plenty in our community. You can get their testimonial and go out there and start marketing. Truck drivers, doctors. I know we got a lot of chiropractors in our community also. Chiro. That's my version of shortening chiropractor. How about just about single moms or single parents? How about military folks? How about, I like this one, overworked, underpaid employees. Teachers, nurses, doesn't matter. Come up with a few. Okay, so done that. Verb, target market. Now a benefit. A benefit could be something like pay less in taxes. A benefit could be gets to work from home. How about earn passive income? That's a nice benefit. What's another benefit? Get out of debt. Another benefit would be start a business. Keep more money. We can go on for days with this, right? Depends on what side of the die we're looking at. Renata's, we can come up with 10 benefits just from one side. And there's 20 sides, 30 sides. Okay, so I plus verb plus target market plus benefit. Pick a benefit. And then the phrase, so they can. Use this phrase. This is part of the equation. You don't need to come up with anything. You just need to say that part. So we do plus, so they can, plus, and then another benefit. What's another benefit? So they can be home more. Less traffic. Get paid what you're worth. I know one that's big for a lot of people is drop off and pick up their kids from school. They don't like that they gotta ride the bus or carpool with their neighbor's mom who's married to a guy who owns a home-based business, right? Or has to carpool with the person who, you know, they're doing their best, but they just, I mean, that's not the plan, right? Your plan wasn't to work your butt off and have to go to work before your kids leave and then have to come home after your kids get home. That's not your plan. So let's fix that. And I'm going to help guide you through a way to build a home-based business so you can drop off and pick up your kids from school every day if you want to. Right? Go see the world. Build a retirement. Fire your boss. So there's enough benefits there. So now we've covered so they can, and then another benefit. And then the last part is a question. Here's the easy one. That wouldn't interest you, would it? It's called a reverse negative. That wouldn't interest you, would it? That doesn't interest you, does it? Here's another one. Do you know anyone like that? Anyone like that? Or do you know anyone that I can help? Or do you know anyone interested? Or would you like to learn more? We'll keep it simple with 3 questions. That wouldn't interest you, would it? You know someone that would be interested in that? Or would you like to learn more? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, all the people catching the call, catching the recording, I'm telling you right now, your assignment is make 5 ABCs. Make 5 different target markets. So then when you're out in the world and you're standing in the grocery store and someone's complaining about how they can't afford their groceries, you say, you know what? I actually help late night grocery shoppers get passive income so that someone else can pay for their groceries. That wouldn't interest you, would it? See how quick it could be once you have this skill of making ABCs? This is a skill to develop. Because then with this skill, you can just look around the room, assess the situation, say what you need to say, ask a question that would interest you. They say, no, I'm not interested, no big deal. But if they are, say, great. Well, now's not the time to really dive deep into it, but why don't you give me your phone number and I'll call you later this week and set something up. Simple. So the last part of the master equation, so we have form, opener, BC, and the last part is going to be the invite. And that's basic, right? It's just to the next event, wherever that is. Sure, tell people about Mark Kohler. It's coming up March 7th, for sure. Let's invite everyone to that. March 7th, tax and legal intensive. That's going to be amazing, and we'll talk more about that on the next call. How to maximize that and what our plan is. But then also nationals, right? You can tell people about that. We got guests coming from Denver. They never bought the education. They just came to follow up and buy nationals tickets. They want to come. So we're doing that more and more often. You could also invite them to the weekly meeting in your area. And then last but not least would be, well, there's 2 more. A one-on-one, coffee or something with you, where you just share what you're up to, what your company does, follow up with that ABC, or a webinar. So you invite them, you build for the event, you build for the event, you build for the event. You tell stories about the event, you tell stories about what's going to happen at the event, stories about the people, about the event, yourself, company. Create some intrigue. Don't spill the beans, but just invite. If they want to know more, they got to come. After you've done the invite, the next step is our follow-up. Right, the Q&A, the funding, it's all one next conversation step. And in here, you follow, like you answer all the questions, right? And then you ask for the order. Ask for the order, AFTO, ask for the order, ask for the order. You gotta ask. Most people will come and say, I'm ready to buy, but if you said, hey, are you ready to buy? They can say yes. So that's why you need to ask the question. Follow up, and then orientation, right? Onboarding. Here's your login, here's your password, here's the links, here's the sites, here's your new schedule. See you next Wednesday, or see you next Thursday, or see you next Saturday. And now you got a new customer. Let's focus on duplication. Teach them how to register in the calendar. And then make sure that they're at the next event. And you just keep moving them through. So to recap, the master equation is, I'm just going to put form, but you know there's all the options. Form to get to drive. Then our opener. Then ABC. Then the invite. Then follow up. This is it. This is the master equation for millions of dollars. Add these up. What does that equal? It equals at least a 7-figure income. You got to obviously build it up, keep working on it. But this is it. And along the way, you know, it's like a funnel. You, at the beginning of this conversation, you're just having conversations with everybody. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. We're just throwing all these people in here. All these people, all these people. Come on, people. Round them up. Round them up. Get them to the meeting. Let's get to talking. You throw them in. And each step along the way, there's less and less people, which is fine, because then on the outside, on the other side of the funnel, we have Extreme Plus combo students. So you might talk to, 100, 500, 1,000 people. But that skill set, this is how you also do your real estate. Form, opener, ABC, invite, follow-up. It's the same way to do your real estate. Except your opener is, well, have you ever considered selling your house? And then your ABC would be like, well, I buy houses at a fair price quickly with cash. And so people can move on to other areas of their life and not have to worry about the real estate. Would that interest you? And then you invite yourself to take a look at the house. You follow up on your offer. It's the same thing. So you're just dropping people in, and each step along the way, some are saying not for me, some are saying yes for me. It's fine. You just keep moving it through. Some will buy essentials, some will buy combos, some will buy nothing at all. It's all good. Your job is just keep the pipeline full. Keep the funnel full. Every day you're doing your form. Every day you're doing the opener. Every day you're doing ABCs, invites, and follow-ups. And as time goes on, you'll have this whole thing full. Some will just be coming in the same day you're making sales with someone else. Just keep the pipeline full. Okay, that's it. That's what you got. That's your marching orders. This is the work to do. It's equational. There's no guesswork. You just go out there and do it. Share the words, share the steps. Be diligent. Remember what I said about being diligent? The drive training is in Helios. You go to Helios, then you go to marketing, Then you go to presentations, you go to the third page, and there's like 6 or 8 trainings on Drive in there. This is exciting stuff, guys. Nationals is 49 days away. Let me check real quick. How many days until April 2nd?
It's 45 days until then.
45 days. Let's get it going. Bring your guests, bring your friends, get your tickets now. There's a few more collector edition t-shirts, and the sooner you register, the sooner you can, or the closer to the stage you can pick your seat, right? There's 2 stages of seating. One is just random, and one is going to be the seats that you picked. So people who register early, you can pick your seat. Cool. If you're also, another thing I wanted to quickly show is if you're building for Mark Kohler's event in Denver, what we've done is we made a link. Let me just share this with you here. Share Google Chrome. Boom. So I made this link here. Really, all you got to do is type mktaxlegal.eventbrite.com. mktaxlegal.eventbrite.com will then take you to this right here. So if you're in Denver and you're wanting to register your guests, we're making the stream $29. Click on a ticket. You're doing your ABC, you're doing this, you're doing that. Then you say, cool, I'll come check it out. You say, great. Well, why don't we register you early? Save some money that way. Get you a ticket now. All right, it's $32.40. Credit card number. I'll get you ready, and then just sell them tickets over the phone. It's going to be an amazing event, and transformations are going to happen. Lives will change. Aha moments will be created. So share that link. mktaxlegal.eventbrite.com. Okie dokie. All right, and that's my sign to get out of here. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for participating today. Thanks, Keely, for setting it up. Thanks for everyone for doing the music video stuff. Share this message with the world. Get out there. Go be valuable. Challenge yourself. Face your fear. Invite a new person. Follow up. Follow up. Follow up. Okay, bye, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Michael.
You bet. See ya.